The globalists have been caught paying off different sides. What about even Ray McGovern documenting, but now it's mainstream news, that Cheney had them blowing up mosques and bombing buildings of Shiites to get them killing Sunnis and vice versa, and using Wahhabists to attack the Iranians and staging terror attacks. I mean, this is, and then now they caught British special forces in Basra. London Guardian reported, dressed up with fake beards, running around shooting Iraqi police. I mean, this was a completely staged war. Did you get any intel on stuff like that?
Well, I've actually written that case you just mentioned about the two British SAS officers. This is extremely well documented. There's photographs. People could probably find them online right now of these guys, literally, two soldiers, shaved heads, dressed up as Iraqis with fake, with wigs, with mustaches, wearing dishtashes, in a car full of explosives, and they were thrown in Iraqi jail, going to be charged by Iraqis with planting bombs near mosques to foment sectarian violence. And before they could be tried, the Brits razed the jail to the ground and got their two guys out. And then 2 weeks after that, a similar story up near Crete with two quote-unquote Western contractors. Same thing. So yeah, this is well documented, and this is not news. As you know, Alex, this is U.S. policy. This is how they've conducted their foreign affairs. Whether we talk about Central America or Vietnam, I mean, just pick a conflict. So Iraq is no different.
Yeah, there's the Army Field Manual that they got declassified from 2004. We put it on screen, and this is mainstream news. The Army doesn't deny it. They say, how dare you have it? But it tells Army captains, just standard issue, how to stage terror attacks. I mean, with their canteen and M16, they're going, here's how you stage terror attacks. I mean, how do they get farm boys to do stuff like this? Well, obviously, a lot of them get wise and don't want to do it. And I've interviewed these Marine Corps captains and people who see their own smart bombs, blow kids in half, and their humanity, and people lie, oh, they're just cowards. Cowards, they don't even know who they're fighting. They're just running around arresting people so jail guards can rape them in Abu Ghraib. I mean, the job is to tear up Iraq and suck it dry. And just like Serbia, bombard any country that's sovereign, bomb it out, and take control of it. And I want the American people and British and others to know these same bankers are bankrupting us now. They're cold-blooded. They're monopoly men. They love dominating people. Dahr, your comment on that idea?
Well, absolutely. It's all about control, and that's why I read that quote from, U.S. foreign policy defining documents, where it's all about global economic hegemonic control, using the U.S. military as the iron fist to make this happen. And in Iraq and Afghanistan are just the two latest iterations of that policy. And I think, it will continue, without fierce resistance at home and abroad. It's going to continue. But that's exactly what's happening. And the one silver lining to this dark cloud that we're amidst right now is that I think it could not be more clear. This cuts across all political lines. Everyone is seeing it. And, I'm not trying to be overly hopeful, but that is a good thing, that the fact that more people are seeing it today than ever before.
Well, look at the United States. Bills to audit the Fed with 260-something sponsors. Everybody talking about the global corporate crooks, the left, the right waking up. Dahr, these are very exciting times to be alive, but I don't put it past Obama and his handlers to stage terror attacks, to stage a Gulf of Tonkin like Cheney tried to do but got caught and Fox Phelan quit. So I think the good and bad news is that at least we're in this fight. At least the establishment is starting to run scared, and their aura of invulnerability, invincibility is starting to waver and fade. In closing, with any other info about Lebanon, your book, do the Iraqis, do the Lebanese understand that the American people are brainwashed and ignorant, but that are starting to wake up? Or what is their view? Are they sophisticated enough to understand that we're just under mind control? Or what's the view over there? And what's Iraq's future? And where is all this going?
Well, it's grim, especially in the Middle East, because that is, currently where, more people in the world than anywhere else are bearing the brunt of U.S. policy. But, they're very clear. Unfortunately, it's pretty dark because people have seen, like, okay, Obama comes into office, and what happened? The American people, what few who were overtly resisting under Bush, or have apparently gone to sleep. So they're kind of feeling left on their own at this point, which is a bit dark. But again, I think that it's up to us. And one hopeful thing that I got from working on this book about soldiers who are resisting, if U.S. soldiers in the U.S. military structure, a very, very harsh, difficult structure to operate in, let alone resist. If they can stand up and resist, and many of them come out all the more better from it, then what does that say to us in civilian society who can still go about and do essentially what we need to do right now relatively? What does that say to us as far as a call to action, and what are we able to do, and what are we willing to do?
Dahr Jamail, always great to have you on, but I think what I get here is the world's waking up to this empire, this corporate empire that is using America as its muscle. But at the same time, Barack Obama is giving amazing aid and comfort to these global plutocrats, these kleptocrats, and that he just kind of took Iraq and all the carnage off the screen, out of sight, out of mind.
Well, he's been very effective at that. There's, as we were talking about before, he's been a great brand for them to slap on this program. A great kind of spokesperson. He's charismatic, he's articulate, he's fooled hundreds of millions of people, both in the U.S. and in many, particularly Western European countries. But again, actions speak louder than words. And when more people in America than ever before, literally don't have food to eat and are getting kicked out of their homes by the banks, and things are just getting worse by the day, then this is adding up, and I think it is coming to a head, and I think we're going to see that real soon.
Dahr, thank you for joining us. Just in closing, why are the banks on the march? Why are they greedily doing this command destruction, their own IMF and World Bank document state, trying to bring the world into depression to set up their world government? I guess they're just conquerors, and they've got a lot of power, and I guess they think we're not going to resist them. I mean, they really are driving the world towards rebellion.
Well, it's the bottom line, and it's runaway greed, and they continue to rely on just ongoing, an ongoing, consistent bottom line, increased profits at all costs, even though the cat is out of the bag and more people see it. And if they had any wisdom, they would back away at least for a little bit and let things calm down. But, runaway corporate capitalism, we can't let that happen. We've got to always grow and increase profits. And so I don't think we should expect that to change.
Dahr Jamail, thank you so much for spending time with us. We'll talk to you again in the near future. And the new book is The Will to Resist. Take care.
Thank you.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange HomeGain gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com, HomeGain.com. Check them out today.